Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Real Film Reviews Podcast. I'm Eric, and this is Corbett.
What's up? What's up?
Now, we are on our little break from the MCU right now. Throw in some kind of in-betweeners.
Give some classics out and stuff like that a shot.
Yeah, so this video is a redo. We're talking about Friday the 13th, Part 3 from 1982. Now, we did Friday the 13th, Part 2 earlier this year on February 13th. I found out that there was 3 Friday the 13th this year. Friday the 13th, February, Friday the 13th, March, and Friday the 13th, November. We get the first one down, and even I said at the end of the video, we'll see you in March. Well, this video didn't come out in March. Why didn't it come out in March, Cor?
Because you fucking deleted it.
Because I deleted it.
No, I can't say that.
So, we were in the middle of recording our Captain America First Avenger video, and my phone stopped because we're recording this on my phone, and it said it didn't have enough space. And I realized that all the videos that I had before were still there, so I was like,
"This is funny.
I'm going to delete them, but I have a few I need to keep, so I'm going to do that." I deleted all of them, and I was like, I'm going to keep Friday the 13th Part 3 because that's coming out soon, and I'm going to put that out. Well, for some reason, I went ahead and deleted it.
Well, I'm telling you one thing. I was just saying, you know how we had that mishap where we were recording a video and it just stopped recording?
Yep.
I'm telling you one thing. If it does it with this one, we were not meant to record this damn video.
Yes. It was not meant to be. So, like I said, this is Friday the 13th, Part 3, Part 2. Or Take 2.
Yeah, Take 2. Something like that.
Corby, was this in your rotation of horror movies as a kid?
Not this one specifically, but a few of the other ones, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The first one, definitely.
Yeah. So, this was... I can't remember exactly the time when I first saw these movies, but I remember... I'll probably say in a couple other videos, if they're related to 80s horror slashers, that
no, I remember
rented them.
Go ahead.
Rented them from the video stores. So this was in there somewhere. This is probably one of the most well-known movies because it's the introduction of the Jasons that we have now, like the look,
the hockey mask.
Yeah.
And all that,
so.
Yeah. But I remember the first time I watched this movie. I was probably about 12 or 13 years old, something like that. And yeah, I enjoyed it very much because, like I said, like I saw the first two, like when I was younger than that, which I shouldn't have, but I did anyway. But anyway, but I was a little bit older, and then I saw the third one because we rented it on VHS and stuff like that. Well, that was whenever I first saw the hockey mask. And whenever I saw it, I was instantly hooked. And like, yeah, I dressed up like Jason for Halloween that year. I had like the messed up jacket, had the hockey mask, but the hockey mask looked weird on me because I was so freaking skinny then. So the hockey mask was like, it did this crap. It didn't like stick out to show the whole thing, so it was like folded and shit. It was weird.
So this was directed by Steve Miner, who did Part 2, and he also did another horror movie in the late 90s. And we're going to get there eventually, but Halloween H2O.
That was one of my favorites, I can tell you that.
That movie's now growing on me. Like, it was cool back in the day, but I found it weird but
the thing that
recently it's starting to grow on me.
the thing that distracted a lot of people from it was, the mess ups on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this movie stars Dana Kimmel, Paul Kratka, Tracy Savage, Jeffrey Rogers, Catherine Parks, Larry Zerner, David Cadams, Rachel Howard, Richard Brooker, Nick Savage, Gloria Charles, Kevin O'Brien, Sherry Magans, and Steve Susskind.
Something like that.
Susskind. Written by Martin Kitrosser and Carol Watson, based on characters created by Victor Miller. Cinematography by Gerald Field. Edited by George Hively. And music by Harry Manfredini and Michael Zager. The budget was $2.2 million.
Okay.
Box office $36.7 million. That's pretty good for a movie like this.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, yeah.
Release date August 13th, 1982.
And like I was saying, with like the production and stuff like that, they didn't have enough in the budget to do spectacular things, so they just kind of had to.
They spent a lot of money on the 3D effects because this movie was released in 3D, which it also really. I don't know if it's the same year, but there was 3 movies, horror movies, that were part 3s that were in 3D.
Right.
You had this one, Jaws 3D, and Amityville 3D.
Amityville 3D.
It was funny. They were all 3D, and they were all 3 part 3s, which I thought was cool.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
I'm not sure. I'd have to look into it. I don't remember if they were released in the same year or not.
I haven't seen Amityville 3D in a long time.
I've never seen any of the Amityville movies. I saw the remake with Ryan Reynolds in 2005.
That was actually pretty cool.
I'd have to watch it again.
I enjoyed it. It was pretty cool. They had some parts on there that was like kind of creepy.
Yeah.
But it was really cool.
Set directly after the events of the previous film, the plot follows Chris Higgins, a teenage girl, and her friends who go on a trip to a homestead near Crystal Lake where an injured Jason Voorhees has taken refuge until re-emerging for another killing spree. Ooh.
Da, da, da. It's been a while.
He did it again.
It's been a while. I had to do it. I didn't do it on the last couple videos because it wasn't. Yeah.
One of the earlier drafts for part 3 was Jenny Field, Amy Steele from the second one, being sent to a psychiatric hospital and confined there. Suffering from the events of part 2, she eventually finds out that Jason survived from his wounds and tracks her down to the hospital, murdering the staff and other patients at the hospital. Another proposed concept focused Jenny, who began learning self-defense and returned to college after surviving her ordeal in the previous film. After finding Paul Holt, finding his corpse inside her dormitory, she and Ted Bowen, Stu Carno, that was the tall, lanky, redheaded dude from the second one.
Yep.
Prepared to track down him and face him in a final confrontation. At the time, Steele turned down the role due to her involvement in other projects, resulting in significant script changes. Steele recalled, "They really wanted me for part 3. They didn't have a script, but they were just going to show me some sort of outline. Then my agents got involved, and I don't know if there was a money issue or a script issue, but I didn't do it."
Right.
She has, over the years, kind of wish she would have done,
Right.
That's another, in a line of movies that didn't happen, that in another universe I would love to see.
Yeah, I think that would be pretty cool.
Screenwriter Ron Kurz, who wrote part 2, was offered to draft the screenplay, but also turned the project down. Husband and wife screen duo Martin Kitrosser and Carol Watson instead were hired to write the screenplay for part 3, completing the first draft. Kitrosser had served as a script supervisor on the previous 2 films. Paramount subsequently brought in Petru Popescu to alter the screenplay and make it more sinister and menacing. Though the final filmed version of the script contains significant contributions from Pepscale, he remained uncredited. The script for Part 3 called for Jason to wear a mask to cover his face, having wore a bag over his head in Part 2. This mask would become a trademark for the character and one instantly recognizable in pop culture in years to come.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't know him wearing the burlap sack growing up. When I saw Jason movies, he had the hockey mask.
Yeah, see, I saw him before he had the hockey mask. Like I said, but of course, I remember hearing about Jason and stuff like that before I saw the first two movies. So I thought Jason was in the first one all this time, but he wasn't until the very end.
Yep.
But whenever the second one came out, he had the burlap sack and everything like that on his head, and I thought that was creepy as hell. And like I said, I was introduced to the hockey mask a little bit later on.
The hockey mask looks the best in this movie, in my opinion. Yeah. The script. Nope, I already read that. The decision to dress Jason in his now signature hockey mask occurred during a lighting check on set. The film's 3D effects supervisor, Martin Sadoff, was a hockey fan and supplied a Detroit Red Wings goaltender mask to Miner. Miner loved the mask, but during test shots found it was too small. Using a technique called vacuform, makeup effects director Doug White enlarged the mask and created a new mold to work with. After White finished the molds, art director Terry Ballard placed new red triangles on the mask to give it a unique appearance. Holes were also punched into the mask and the markings were altered, making it different from Sadoff's original template. There were 2 prosthetic face masks created for Richard Brooker to wear underneath the hockey mask. One mask was composed of approximately 11 different appliances and took about 6 hours to apply. And this mask was used for scenes where the hockey mask was removed. In the scenes where the hockey mask over the face, a simple head mask was created. This one-piece mask would simply slip over Brooker's head, exposing his face but not the rest of his head. The prosthetic masks worn by Brooker were inspired by Tom Savini's original prosthetics used in the conclusion of the first film, in which young Jason makes his first appearance.
Yep.
Friday the 13th Part 3 was theatrically released in select theaters in 3D and is the only film in the series to be released in that format. The film was intended to end the series as a trilogy. However, unlike many of its successors, the film did not include a moniker in its title to indicate as such. The film was theatrically released on August 13th, 1982, grossing $36.7 million at the box office on a budget of $2.2 and received negative reviews from critics. It was the first film to remove E.T. from the number 1 box office spot. It became the second highest grossing horror film in 1982.
That I did not know.
I didn't either. Behind Poltergeist.
But what was cool too is that the movie was actually released on Friday the 13th.
This one was?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was actually released on Friday the 13th.
Okay.
I thought that was pretty cool.
Every year has a Friday the 13th. This year, for some reason, has 3. That's how it fell. Where was that? It had third most attendance on the Friday the 13th franchise with approximately 11,762,400 tickets sold. A direct sequel, Friday the 13th, The Final Chapter, was released 2 years later.
Yep.
Yeah. So, you ready to get into this
All right,
again?
let's get into it. Yeah, hopefully the motherfucker doesn't get deleted or anything.
No, it's not. It's not.
Because otherwise I'm not doing it again.
I'm not either. All right. Movie starts. We get another recap, just like part 2. It's Jenny fighting him in
his little shack that he made.
His little shanty town.
Shanty, yeah,
yes.
Shanty.
That's
a weird word. Shanty.
Yeah, it happens. She fights him, pretends to be his mom, and then fights him. And
Mother's talking to you. I had to. I'm sorry.
And Jason puts down the thing and is like, "This motherfucker's spitting." about to kill him, but no, he turns the thing so she won't hit it. And apparently, I think I said in the second one, but it cut his finger. He had to go to the hospital.
Yes.
And he went in makeup.
Yeah. He went to the hospital in his makeup. Yeah.
Oh, no,
I thought he went
because the other guy had the makeup. This was Steve Dash. He went covered in blood and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
With a machete sticking out of it.
Okay, that's right.
Yeah. They pull off his mask and then they leave, but they show Jason get up. And then we get a awesome theme song.
Yeah, that's an awesome
disco sounding pop
80s
song.
Pop 80s feel.
Disco 80s. That's what it's called. Disco 80s.
The disco 80s.
Yeah, it sounds good. Down.
Yeah, we watched it earlier. This
we just got done
dancing
watching
to it.
I
And
was
stuff.
dancing. I was doing some techno. That was gay.
Like, why did you do that?
And we get a sweeping shot of a convenience store. And
An old married couple. Not really old, but
married couple that I don't think that she likes him very much.
no, because she keeps on his ass all the time. I'm like, would you just stop?
He's walking through the clothes and she has it propped up with a stick. He knocks it over and picks it up to put it back under, but he puts it in 3D, which that looks like I'll suck it.
Stop. Just don't do
because
that.
of the I won't. But because of the 3D effects, they got to put stuff towards the camera so it'll pop out.
But they made it look so obvious. They couldn't be a little bit more discreet about it.
And so I've seen this movie several times on Blu-ray, and I haven't watched a DVD version in years on a giant screen. And you could tell that there was dirt and grime and hairs and shit on the
like
lens.
The black splotches at the bottom of it.
At first I thought it was Corbett's TV because we're at his house watching it. And
like in some aspects of the movie, you'll see it at the screen, and then it'll pan to another scene, and it's gone.
Yeah,
and it's gone.
It's throughout the whole movie. It's very noticeable. It's not as noticeable on Blu-ray,
but you got to think 1982.
So no, I'm not mad about it. That shit happens,
But it's crazy because whenever you grow up in a certain way and stuff like that, like watching it on VHS for the first time, you saw everything.
Yep.
Everything.
So, she yells at him, so she sits back down to knit.
She got the damn curlers in her hair.
Yeah, those curlers. And then he, on the news, you get what happened on part 2, like the bodies and everything. So he goes back into the store, and he's feeding his fish, and he's like, come on, guys, eat. It's not that bad. And he eats some of the fish food. He's like, hey, this ain't bad. It's like, come on, man. He's just sitting there like...
and he reads the directions, and they got some kind of insects mixed in with it.
Dayfly eggs.
Yeah.
And he spits it out. It's like, really?
You said it was good.
And then the little rabbit is eating some of his vegetables, and he picks it up, and he starts to walk. He opens a jar of peanuts, takes a handful, eats them.
Drinks some like orange juice or something like that straight out of the carton.
Looks like a Sunny D, but it's not Sunny D. And then eats a donut.
She catches him.
And so he's eating the product and that he's planning on selling the customers. She takes the donut and puts it back in the box that he got it from.
Yeah.
And she's like, don't I feed you enough?
And then he goes back and grabs it right out. Starts
bitch, I do what I want. Whatever, I do what I want.
This is my house, huh?
This is my house. So he takes the rabbit out to the pen, and snake pops out. A snake got in there and I guess killed the other rabbits. He dropped it and took off running. She's upset. She was confused. Like, what are you running for? It's all that food you ate, didn't you? And it cuts to him, and he's shitting, and you can hear the plops.
The plop.
Probably, honestly, the most realistic shit sound I've heard in a movie.
Honestly, yeah.
Like, you make fun. They had it on Dumb and Dumber, that big scene.
Yeah, but they kind of like
But it was like over
a
exaggerated.
little over exaggerated.
This was the realist, So he gets up. He doesn't wipe, and he doesn't flush at all.
He probably had the hard turns and he didn't have to wipe. I don't know.
Problem. No, those sounded wet. That was gross. Those were plops. I told you they made a mess. If it would have been on the floor, it would have been a mess. He's trying to find. He hears a sound and he gets a meat cleaver to the chest. He's dead, and then his wife hears like
DED.
Harold. How did she hear that with the TV going on? He didn't scream. Like, did he scream?
No, he just or something like that. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe she heard it. I don't know how far they are apart, but Jason's out there stalking. You see him in a few scenes, and she gets back there to try to find him. She don't find him, but a rat falls in front of her face. And then she's looking for one of her knitting needles. When she got up and came back, one was missing, and then she gets it through the back of her head, out the mouth. And,
he like grabs her mouth, sticks it through the back of the head, and you can see it.
Can you imagine if he would have accidentally stabbed his hand?
I'd laugh.
Like, ow!
Ow! Completely missed.
And we get a shot of Chris Higgins and her friends. They travel to Higgins Haven with that's where her family lived on Crystal Lake for a summer. They go there for a summer trip. The gang includes pregnant Debbie, her boyfriend Andy, prankster Shelly, and his blind date Vera, and stoners Chuck and Chili, which one of the guys looks like Tommy Chong.
Looks like Tommy Chong,
Yeah.
I thought the same thing too. I thought it was funny as hell.
They go to pick up Vera, and Shelly's puts on a mask. He's being weird.
I found something about the guy who plays Shelly, Larry Zerner. He actually was like, he was found by producers, spotted him handing out flyers for a horror movie, and asked him if he wanted to star in one himself. Like, so he was handing out flyers for like a horror movie, and they spotted him, and they just went up to him and was like, "Hey, you want to be in this movie?" That
must have been fun in the 80s. That's what we were talking about earlier. It's like, it must have been fun to do those kind of movies.
Yeah, like very cheesy, low budget horror movies, but
especially
it had to have been
slashers,
so fun.
Yeah,
like prime example, like the first Halloween movie, less than a little more than $300,000, but I bet you that was so much fun.
Yeah. John Carpenter was like, I don't care about this movie because the smoke that goes in, because they didn't take care of that. He's like, this movie ain't gonna do anything. And,
you see the production worker popped up over the hedge,
huh?
and he ducks back down. It's like, stupid, they saw you already.
Yeah, so they go pick up Vera, and her and her mom get in a fight, and then she sees Shelly, and she's a little disappointed. Yeah. And then they see their van on fire, and then that's when you meet the stoners in the back. They're smoking. So they leave, and they're driving down the road, and they see cops coming, so they all start trying to eat the weed. And then the cops pass them because they're going to the store
eat the weed
from earlier. You're always hungry, Shelly. Just eat. And, so they all get upset that they had to eat the weed. But they show them wheeling the bodies of the store owner and his wife. And then they are heading somewhere, and then they're the old man laying on the ground, and they all try to wake him up, but he looks up and he's like, I must be in heaven. And he shows them that he's got a fucking eye. It's like, where did he get that eye
this
from?
man gave it to me. I'm like,
he did say a man gave it to him?
Yeah, he just said someone gave it to me, yeah.
I wish it would have been a little more clear if Jason did it or not. I guess we're just meant to.
That's just one of those things that you're going to think about and never find out because,
Yeah, just like, Oh, I don't. Never mind.
But another fact I found out before we go any further, it's just a small fact, but I thought it was really interesting. The part where Jason appears for the first time in the mask, it was at exactly 1 hour into the movie.
Really?
Exactly 1 hour.
Huh. Interesting.
I thought it was really cool.
That's interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I need to keep my
exactly
eye out on that.
1 hour.
So they arrive at Higgins Haven, and boom, Chris is met by her boyfriend Rick, and but she's hesitant to get back with him because of a past experience that she had, not with him, but something we'll learn later. He's like, "There's only so many cold showers I could take, Chris." It's like, God, this guy, he wants to get some stank on his hang low also, and on the reg. But no, she don't hate him. She's just hesitant because of what happened.
Because of what happened. Then she got a bad case of PTSD from that shit.
Yes. And they're all going to try to skinny dip, but Shelly's not in there because he scares Chris when she's trying to reach for the bags. And he's like, "I'm not skinny enough." It's like, hey, just go get out there and have fun with your friends. Like, you go play foosball with your friends. I think so they shit. Oh, Rick is picking up some hay in the barn and trying to bring it up there, and they're having a conversation that he almost spent time with this other girl who's apparently really popular, but he'd rather be with Chris. And as they're talking, she gets on the thing, and then he drops her like to mess with her. But they hear a scream coming from the cabin.
Well, the thing about it, he like actually dropped her.
Yeah,
like she fell to the ground and shit. I'm like, that's kind of messed up, bro.
Imagine if she would have landed on something,
broke her leg or something.
But they go in there and they open a cabinet. Dressed, I don't know what that's called, and Shelly falls out with a little axe in his head.
I call it a cupboard or something like that.
Yeah, a big cupboard. And they tickle him to wake him up because they think he's dead, but Andy, his friend, tickles him.
Oh yeah, he knew he was.
He's like, "I guess I fooled you, huh?" And then they get all mad. And the Chili,
you're
girl,
an asshole.
Yeah, you're an asshole. And Vera's like, "I got to get out of here." She asked Rick for his car so she can go into town and get something, and Shelly wants to go too. So they end up going. They go to this grocery store, little store, and she's like about to pay. I forgot the price, but she forgot to pay. And the girl behind the counter goes, "We don't take no food stamps." It's like, you fucking bitch. Like, okay.
Like, you didn't have to pop off at the mouth like
she
that.
Asked Shelly for his wallet, and he throws it in 3D. And yeah,
something like that. It was really stupid. See, I did it too.
Yeah, apparently it took him several takes to do that because all he had to do was throw it towards the camera. But when he did, it would veer off.
Yeah, and he kept fucking missing. It's stupid. Just throw it at the camera.
But and his wallet gets on the ground, and someone steps on it, and it's a biker chick, Fox. And she takes the wallet from him and opens it up and pulls out a condom, like to mess with him, you know. She doesn't want to give the wallet back, but when Shelly goes to get his wallet, her cronies come and grab him.
They're just kind of like,
they just pick him up like, "Oh, gentlemen, can I buy you a drink?" It's it's Ali, I think is the black guy.
Yeah.
And Loco is the other guy. But she's like, "Can I please have the wallet?" It's like, "No, say it. Please have the wallet, ma'am."
Yes, ma'am.
It's ma'am. It's ma'am. But she gives them the wallet. They get their stuff and they go. And I love that shot when Shelly's driving and he looks, and then Ali comes out and he's kind of sipping his drink and he's smiling and he kind of looks towards him and just loses his smile. And he backs up to get away and he hits the motorcycle. He gets mad, throws his can down, and he runs up and he looks in and smiles at him. And he punches
the glass.
Yeah, the glass with his fist going in 3D. Oh, I forgot to say, too, whenever she asked for the wallet earlier, he was like looking at a dirty magazine.
Yeah.
While in the background, the theme song to the movie was playing. I didn't know if you noticed that.
Yep, I noticed that too.
Yeah. He gets mad, Shelly, and he turns around like they take it too far. And the guy's trying to pick up his bike, but Shelly just drives over the end of the bike, just his bike. I mean, their bikes are knocked over, but he only runs over the tire at his bike.
Just the tire, yeah.
And he's like, "You bastard, god damn it." He throws his stuff
like, hey, I'm gonna kill you, something like that. I don't know.
Then they have everyone kind of chilling with 3D effects of Andy putting the yo-yo in his girlfriend's face. And
he wanted to put something else in her face.
Oh, got him. And she gets Shelly and Vera show up and they see the windows broken. And he's like, sorry. And goes in and Rick sees it. He's upset. He's like, that's it. I want to get out of here. Yeah. But Chris wants him to stay.
That yo-yo in 3D part. Yeah, that was fun.
They have.
I hadn't done a yo-yo since like high school. Like, actually,
oh my god, yes, dude.
When was the last time you remember doing the yo-yo?
It was between the year 2001 and 2004.
Goal.
Yes.
Yes. It's been about 2004, 2005 last time I played with a yo-yo, and like I can only do the basic. I can't do all the tricks. I've never been able to do the tricks.
I never got it either. So Chris wants her and Rick to go somewhere in private and talk. So they take off. While at this time, Ali, Fox, and Loco show up. Loco's rough. Like, okay.
Stop. What was the point of that?
So
he's trying to be all tough and scary.
Shut up. So what they're planning on doing is siphoning gas out of their van and going to burn the barn down. That's it. As they're doing this, Fox sees like the barn and she goes in. She's looking around. And then Fox goes to look. No, it was Loco going to look for her.
Loco goes to look for her, yeah.
And she's swinging from the thing that they were doing the hay stuff earlier. And she's messing with him. And she's swinging. And he looks down for a second. And he looks back up and she's gone. So he goes to look for her. He can't find her. Then he goes
a little bit past her. And then in the back.
Yeah, he goes up where she was. And as he's walking, the camera pans and she's hanging from the rafter, but she's got a pitchfork through her throat up against the thing. And then he freaks out, and then Jason comes from the side and stabs him.
With another pitchfork.
Another pitchfork, where the guy bleeds from the mouth and drops his cigarette.
And he's like...
And as he falls, he closes his eyes.
But if you notice before then, it pans to her stuck to the side. You can see her breathing.
Yeah, she's breathing. She ain't dead because it's fake. They didn't really die. Well, in real life, the lady that played Fox passed away.
Yeah, she died in like 2016, I think.
She was one of the newer characters added to the Friday the 13th game.
Oh, really?
That Friday the 13th game came out when you can play as like the counselor.
Right.
They had like pre-made counselors
that
were kind of like from a few of the movies, they took some of the characters and kind of like didn't give them by name and don't have their likeness,
right?
But they had characters that they modeled off of them to kind of act like them,
right?
Look like them. But then the game added a few characters. They added Fox and Shelly from Friday the 13th Part
Nice.
3.
Nice.
And the guy that played Shelly, Larry Zerner, he voiced Shelly
Did not know that.
in the game. Whenever you would call the cops or call Tommy Jarvis, like if anybody needs help,
Right.
it's his voice.
Okay. But
And they also had one of the girls from Friday the 13th Part 7.
okay.
The mean bitch girl
Yes.
that gets the axe in the face towards
Yes.
the end of the movie. They added her character in there too.
Okay. But was it local got stabbed in the stomach with the pitchfork, and then he's dying, and you see the blood coming out of his mouth, and he falls back and he closes his eyes, and then what's his name?
Ali goes to look too,
Look for them, yeah.
and Loco falls on him, and when he rolls him over, his eyes were open, even though he clearly fell and closed his eyes. And Jason jumps down, and Ollie's going to get him, and then Jason hits him, and he falls, and he starts to beat him several times, thinking that he's dead. So I told Corbin that I've never noticed, like, I always thought that there was space in between, like, each of the bikers getting killed. You know, they flashed, I mean, not flashed, but they would go to the other characters, but no, they died.
One after another.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one after the other died in there. So they're gone. The bikers are gone now. So where are we? This is where they're out in the woods, Chris and Rick, and I think it cuts back to them later. However, I mean, kind of to the camp for the others. But I'm just going to go ahead and say it right now that the reason why she's back to try to conquer her fears is because she was attacked by someone in the woods, an ugly man, and it's hinted at, but it's also like pretty clear that it was Jason. But like he tried to get her, and for some reason, people that are watching the movie now like say that it's unclear or not whether Jason sexually assaulted her, which I don't really think he did.
I don't think so. No.
But because she kind of blacks out and he doesn't kill her, so I think people kind of just jump to that conclusion. But
Yeah.
I don't think so. No, he didn't.
I don't think he did either.
No. So yeah, it was 2 years before this. So
He just solely has the drive to kill people. I don't think he's looking to try to rape anyone.
yeah. So they cut back, and Shelly and Andy are juggling in 3D, and everyone's bored. So I guess Diane, I think that's her
Yeah.
name, goes up to Andy, her boyfriend, and says, "I got some other things you can do with your hands." And he drops them.
He drops it. He's like, okay, I'm done.
You win.
You win.
So they go off. Oh, but yeah, by the way, oh no, we'll get there. So Shelly's still juggling, and Vera goes to
Poke the fire.
poke the fire. He looks at her ass, and she says that he's good at what he does. He's like, "Thank you." And basically, Shelly's trying to get her, like, he likes her. He wants to do it, but she's like, "No." And then he gets upset about it. It's like, no means no, sir.
Like,
You know?
you might as well just not even get upset about it.
Yeah, no means no. And she walks off to go outside, and he just goes, "Bitch,
Yeah.
chill out, bro.
Just calm down.
Everybody just calm down. Just calm down." So Vera goes out to
The doc.
the dock. She sees, no. She's sitting there, and then
Something grabs her leg.
something grabs her leg, and it comes up wearing a hockey mask. Like, is it Jason? No, it's Shelly again. Messes with her. A pretty girl like you should never be out here alone in the dark. Like, why do you do these things? He's like, I have to. It's like, you
No,
don't.
you don't.
No, you don't.
It's like there's other ways to being funny. You don't have to scare the shit out of everyone else.
It's Shelly says like something like, I could tell, you know, how
You don't have to say anything.
you don't have to say anything. I could tell that you don't like me. And so he wanders off back to the house. But as he's going along his way, he sees someone in the barn, but he goes to check. Which earlier, Chili and the guy and the girl,
Yeah.
the stoners,
yeah.
they get into there, but they're not in there anymore. But Shelly's like, "Are y'all doing something that I shouldn't see?" And then it cuts away. You don't know what happens. And so she's out there, Vera, looking at Shelly's wallet. She drops it in the water, and then she tries to get in the water and get it. And then Jason walks out, as you said, an hour into the movie.
Exactly an hour into the movie.
Jason walks out the first time with the hockey mask on. She thinks it's Shelly. But
then she realizes that it's not him because of the way he's acting.
He points the spear gun at her and then shoots it 3D effect going towards the screen. Gets her in the eye. She falls back in the water. And Jason just, I love how he just throws it down.
And walks away.
Walks off.
Yep.
But he sees the light up on the thing. And that's where Andy and Diane are having sex in the hammock. Their bed's a hammock. We got to mention that earlier.
Yeah, their bed was a hammock. Yeah.
Chris showed her the room where they're going to be staying. And she's like, "Where's the bed?" And
she's like,
hammock. Yeah.
There's a bed right here.
And Andy before that was like, "How are we going to do this?" And she goes, "Well, usually how it's done, you get on top of me, or I can get on top of you."
Yeah.
It's like, "No, in a hammock." He's like, "Oh, we'll figure it out." So yeah, she gets out. He's like, "Where are you going?" "Shower. You gotta try sometime." Like, oh, she goes to take a shower, and we get a titty shot.
She got him good.
Got him. Got him. So, and then he walks on his hands to the thing. It's a shower, and she tells him something.
Yeah, about a beer.
Gets a beer. So he gets back on his hands, walks out.
It's like, stupid, just get on your feet and walk.
Yeah, just walk. And then he's coming back around, but you see Jason standing there, and then he's walking on his hands, and he kind of looks down if he was, but looking up, and he sees Jason. Jason comes down like this, but the body falls, and you see blood come out.
You see, he split him right in his gooch.
Yeah.
Like, ow.
But, I'll get to it in a second.
Like, ow.
And she gets out and can't find him, so she goes to the room and gets a magazine and starts reading. Which she's reading a Fangoria magazine.
Fangoria.
Which, if I'm not mistaken, that issue I heard had, what's his name? Tom Savini in it.
Oh, really?
Like, he did the makeup effects for the first movie
nice.
and the fourth movie. But, yeah, I think that issue,
particular issue, yeah.
I think so. But, yeah, she gets in, she sees blood dripping on it, she looks up, and so when he was walking on his hands, Jason did this. But when you look up, he's cut this way.
What's crazy is after he killed Andy, she comes out of the shower to go and look for him. The body is gone, and the blood is cleaned up.
Blood. He bled.
He knows what he is doing. Like, professional cleanup, too. I don't know.
Professional murderer. And then she looks up and starts to scream, but Jason's under there, and we get the knife up there through the throat. Call back to Kevin Bacon's death in the first movie.
Yeah, yeah.
But honestly, I think the Kevin Bacon one was better.
Because she, reached around, grabbed him by his forehead, and stuck it through his throat.
Which I didn't know if you know. That was supposed to be an effect where it's his body up here, and his body's sitting down under the covers, fake body up there. Under right there, when they stabbed it, was going to be a tube they press with an air thing, and blood's going to come out.
Yeah. As
they were about to do it, it broke. So Tom Savini's friend, Tazo, I think is his name, that helped him with the effects in the movie, reacted quick, grabbed it, and blew in it, and that's why you see the blood kind of come out kind of hard, because he had to blow on the tube.
Okay.
So, didn't know if you knew that.
I didn't know that part, but I knew that was a body prop and stuff like that. Yeah, I knew that.
So we got Chuck and Chili. There, she's cooking popcorn, and she thinks she hears a scream.
And the lights go out.
Yeah, and then he's like, "How come you don't scream when we have sex?" Give me something to scream.
And there's nothing to scream about.
And then the lights go off. She screams, "Oh, got him!" Yeah. She screams like, "What's wrong?" He's like, "Just practice it." It's like, so she sends him out into the shed, and Jason's out there, and Jason takes him and throws him into the
electrical box, yeah,
and shocks him, and he's gone. So as Chili, she's cooking the popcorn, but she opens the door and Shelly falls there with his throat slashed. She don't believe him because boy cried wolf. Then she comes back to him, and then she realizes that he's dead. So she's running around. Shelly's dead! Like her screams.
Shelly's dead.
She goes upstairs. Yeah, Shelly's dead. She goes upstairs. I'm pretty sure she sees the other two dead. Jason hadn't moved them yet. And then she runs downstairs, tries to go to the door, but then turns around and hot poker through the gut. So now everybody's dead except Chris and Rick. So they show back up. And the power's out, so Rick's going to check. And Chris feels water dripping from the top because she still left the water running when she was taking the shower. No, she didn't. She turned it off.
She turned it off.
Yeah. She goes in there. Isn't there a blood blanket in the tub? Something in the tub? I feel like it did.
But I think so. Yeah, I believe so.
Okay, so she can't see. But Rick went outside to go check. But then Rick disappeared. So Chris gets on the porch to look for him. Doesn't see him, but the camera pans back. Jason has old dude
he has his
mouth covered so he can't scream or move or do anything. When she goes in the house, Jason grabs him by the head, each side, and squeezes, and his eye popped out with that 3D effect. The eye just goes, bonk. And, he's dead. So she's in there by herself.
She's the only one, yeah.
Windows keep blowing open.
And the door, too. The door keeps blowing open.
She tries to close them, and it's that shot that you always know that something's about to happen.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's that wide shot of her in front of the window. Wide shot of the window, and as she takes a couple of steps, Rick's body flies through. And
scared the shit out of me the first time I saw it, not gonna lie.
Me too. Nowadays, I know that a lot of movies do that.
Yeah.
You know, the wide shot, something's about to happen.
And whenever it gets really quiet, you know something's going to happen.
Definitely. So she checks on him. He's dead. Jason comes in. Now she's running around trying to get away from him. So she goes into a closet to hide, and he's trying to get her. As he's trying to get in with the axe, she takes the knife.
If you remember, before that happened, was it Diane? Diane's body falls on her.
Yeah, falls on her, but she has the knife in the back where he left it. So she pulls it out. And when Jason finally opens the door, she comes out swinging. Jason's like,
I rubbed my hand when she stabbed him through the hand.
That effect of it going, when he's trying to reach in, he stabs it.
Yeah,
and then she opens the door. That's what happened. Yeah.
She starts swinging at him
and then stabs him in the leg. And then she tries to get out the window, and she's hanging there. And then he comes to try to grab her, but she jumps off and falls. So he goes down there to try to get her. And I think this is where she gets into the van.
Yeah, she gets into the van, yeah.
And
it starts.
I think there was a shot, too. Yeah, the van starts, and she's driving, and Jason's, like, standing there in the road.
And he jumps out of the way.
Yeah, the way he dives.
Yeah, he's like...
But she gets onto that little rickety bridge, and it stalls. No gas because the punks took it earlier. So she tries to switch the emergency thing, but the thing breaks the bridge, and the tires are stuck. And then Jason runs on the side to try to grab her.
He's holding his leg and stuff as he's running.
You can say it if you want.
Okay.
I know you're about to.
Okay.
It's okay.
A while back, whenever he was still working with me, he accidentally cut his leg open on a piece of rebar.
Really bad.
It was bad. It was bad. Well, I'm behind my machine trying to fix it and everything with another coworker of mine, and I see him a little ways in front of me holding his leg, and he's like limping to me.
Just
and,
like
I-
Jason in the
and
movie.
I'm sorry, just like Jason in the movie when he's holding his leg running and stuff like that. So when I saw him doing that, I was like, what the fuck is he doing? I'm like, why is he doing that? Little did I know he cut his leg wide ass
It was
open.
bad. I had to go to the emergency room. My first 39 years old, my first thing of stitches. I was in the emergency room, still bleeding on the floor. I had
Well,
people-
you're our business health partners bleeding out there, huh? And then they sent you to,
yeah,
if I remember correctly.
yeah. But they had to send me to the emergency room, and I'm waiting out there in the emergency room, my
Still
leg
bleeding.
bleeding. Like they had to wipe it up at least 2 or 3 times before I even got called to the back. I had like people that were in the waiting room waiting with me. Like they weren't with me, but they were there themselves
Yeah.
helping me out
Yeah,
because they wouldn't do it.
trying to stop the bleeding.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was bleeding pretty bad. I had high blood pressure, so it was kind of going. And I cut myself pretty deep too. It was
deep.
probably the worst cut that I've had in my life.
Did you say you had like, how many stitches was it?
10.
10. Okay.
Yeah, it was bad. But yeah, he's running after her. But he runs up to the van and he tries to get her, but she rolls the window on him, and he's like stuck for a second.
Yeah.
The Jason we know now would have instantly broke that window, but he was stuck for a second, and then he uses his head to break the glass.
Yeah.
She gets into the barn, and he's chasing. She locks it, and then he gets in.
And he's looking for her.
Oh yeah, he's looking for her. He puts a board on the thing. She just put a shovel.
She just put the shovel. Yeah.
He's looking for her, throwing everything around, but she's up on the beam. And he's looking, and then she's like hanging up on it, like she's on top of it, hugging, but then she kind of rolls over, and then as she's kind of about to fall, she makes a noise, and Jason looks up, and she falls in his face in 3D, and I was like,
Right, literally ass to the face. Like,
Yeah.
straight up.
It was 3D too.
It was 3D,
They
yeah.
used that for 3D, but
Yeah,
knocks
it
him
was
down.
3D. Yep.
And
She's trying to get out, and she can't get the damn board out because
Yeah.
she's too weak.
so he tries to hit her, but it gets stuck. So she goes up to where they were earlier.
And she's
She
hiding
puts the
behind-
hay on there and hides. I love this shot of him kind of just knocking it off.
Yeah.
He opens the door and it just flies off, and he's looking. She comes around the corner, hits him in the head with the shovel, and then puts that rope around and throws him off.
Well, I think it's kind of funny because when she comes around the hay bale and he goes to hit him with the shovel, she doesn't do the rear back motion and swing it like she's trying to knock his head off. She just kind of goes. It was really funny.
And then Jason goes, "Ugh."
Yeah, it falls over.
Hey! And then she puts the rope around his neck, pushes him off. And I said this in the last video, but of course, that we tried to do of this,
Yeah.
but this is my number one favorite hanging death
Yeah.
in a movie of all the movies that I've seen that have
A
something
hanging
like
moment
this.
in it, yeah.
He goes down straight and then just and he's gone, supposedly. My other favorite, and I'll probably talk about it more when we get there, in Halloween Resurrection,
Oh, yeah.
when they're in the
The
attic
the
with
decor
Myers
from the
and,
camera.
and he falls out, but he kind of swings.
Yeah.
That's my favorite.
Yeah.
Those two are my favorite hanging deaths in movies. Now, granted, we know now that in both these movies, the character didn't die
Right.
because of who they are, but if it was a regular character, they would have died. But my favorite hanging in movies. So she's exhausted.
She
Climbs down. She gets the board off finally, and Jason's there. But then he wakes up, and she can't believe that he's alive still. He takes off his mask, and we finally see his face.
I think it's pretty cool because whenever he wakes up, he grabs the rope and with one arm, he
Yep.
pulls himself up, takes the mask off,
Yep.
and she realized who it was.
It's the guy, like we said, it's the guy that attacked her 2 years earlier. So she's freaking out, backed into a corner. Jason's about to get her, and then Ali comes out. I'm gonna get you, the black biker. He wasn't dead after all. But then Jason immediately turns around and cuts his arm off, and then he falls to the ground.
And starts
and then-
hitting him with the machete.
Yeah, hacking him, and he's really dead this time. But then she takes the axe, hits him in the head. He pauses for a second.
Yeah.
and do the thing.
He pauses after he gets hit. He pauses for a second, and then he goes
like Frankenstein. And she's screaming like, "God damn it, just die! I shot him 6 times."
I shot him 6 times.
And but then he eventually falls, and he's dead. We know.
Quotation.
She gets into a boat, and it's getting like morning.
Yeah, it's like dawn. Yeah.
Yeah, so basically she keeps bumping into things, and it's freaking her out.
It scares you. I would be too.
Yeah. She looks up, and she looks in the window of the thing, and it's Jason with a bloody face without his mask, and she's freaking out because she's like, "God damn it, this guy won't die."
It was funny because
and he's trying to get out the window.
He's doing this with the window. It's like, dude, just punch it.
Yeah.
And then he comes busting out through the door.
I like how he busted out the door.
I did too. And then she realized that he wasn't there.
Yeah, it was all in her head. But then we get a copy scene of
The
part
first
one where Lil Jason comes out of the water and grabs Alice. However, this movie, they wanted to do a decomposed Pamela.
Yep, this is
which didn't really have...
It didn't make any sense.
No, and it didn't have the effect like that first movie.
No, yeah, and it didn't make any sense because
she had her head cut off.
She was beheaded.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was the only part that kind of threw me off.
So the scene cuts, and it's cops showing up, and they're talking about all the bodies that they found. But then one of them tells the other one to shut up because they bring Chris out there. They don't want to.
They want to find her.
She's already scared, you could tell, but she's trying to sit in the cop car. And she starts to freaking out.
Yeah.
When she finally sits down, she starts laughing like a maniac, and she drives away. Yeah, she's laughing. She's fucked up.
And it shows the view of the camp and everything like that.
And then Jason with the axe in his head still, and he's dead. And roll credits. That's the end of the movie.
Yep.
Yay, we're there. That turned out really good.
Yay!
So this is a fun movie.
It was very fun. I enjoyed it.
This movie was my favorite for a long time. It was my favorite Jason look too because it was average.
Yeah.
There wasn't anything added on to him besides of how he should look, messed up face.
Yeah, because of the way he was born and yeah.
So however, over the years, while I still watch it, I've been kind of I think for some reason my taste, I'm starting to like the older ones. I mean the newer ones.
Yeah,
a little better.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
So Richard Brooker, Richard Brooker is my number one favorite Jason. He played in this. Sadly, he passed away in 2013, and Steve Dash passed away. I don't remember exactly what year.
I don't remember when Steve Dash passed.
But they are so far two of the Jasons that have passed on. I got to meet Kane Hodder one time, and I got to meet C.J. Graham, who played Jason in Friday the 13th Part 6, which I can't wait to get to that one.
Yeah, honestly.
But that's Friday the 13th Part 3 in 3D.
No.
So, Corbin.
Okay.
What? We're going to start doing this for slashers and stuff. What was your favorite kill in this movie?
My favorite kill? Probably when Rick got his head smushed. It was brutal. It was just gruesome.
And it was funny, too.
It was funny, too, because his freaking eye popped out. That was probably my favorite kill.
I hate to copy you.
But yeah.
I don't want to seem like it, but I think that's my favorite kill, too. Because of the eye.
But if I had to have a backup, it was the arrow shooting through her eye. But
the harpoon?
Yeah, the harpoon shooting through her eye. Yeah. But Rick's kill was my favorite one.
Yeah, definitely. You know what? You say that too. You said if I had to pick a second one, it would be that one. Honestly, I think I would pick that one too. I swear, I'm not trying to copy off you. I'm being honest.
I know.
Because the other ones were kind of just
But
yeah.
once it comes to like movies like that, like kill scenes and stuff like that, I'm very particular of what I like to see. And a gruesome kill is a big part of it. And someone just getting their head smashed by
hands, bare hands. Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Yeah. All right, Corbett. So,
all right,
at 1 out of 10.
1 out of 10.
What you got?
Okay, because it was the first reveal of Jason in the hockey mask. That was a big part of it. Those two particular kills, I think I'd have to give it a 7.5.
7.5?
Yeah, 7.5.
I enjoy this movie. I'm not going to stop watching it.
No.
Like I said, I think my feelings, like the newer ones, like after this, I feel are better.
Okay.
Even the ridiculous ones, we'll get to them.
Yeah.
I'm going to go, honestly, a 6.5.
Okay.
Yes. I was hoping that you wouldn't pick that because that's where I wanted to go with it. Because I
What, 7.5?
No, 6.5.
Oh, okay.
Because, like I said, the two things that you picked, I was literally going to pick those two also. I just didn't want it to seem like I was copying off you.
It's all good.
We are giving our honest opinion. We like talking about these movies, and we're going to keep doing this for as long as we can.
As long as we can, yeah.
We're not movie critics.
We're just two guys talking about what we feel about movies we watch.
Yeah. I like a lot of things. There are some things that I don't like. We're not there yet, but we're going to get
to them eventually, yeah.
So this is just how we feel. This is our opinion. So
yeah, we're no movie critics. We're not professionals in this, but we have watched a lot of movies.
Do I look professional? Huh? I don't know why I did that.
I don't know either.
So yeah, that is Friday the 13th Part 3 in 3D. No, I'm not doing that again.
Please don't.
I'm not going to do it again.
I'm just kidding.
All right, so I figured we would do some kind of like summertime kind of thing since we are in June, July, summertime, of course.
Yep.
So take a little break.
From the MCU, yeah.
Summer camp. Summer.
We're going to come up with some. We're going to have some.
We're going to probably have some more summertime movies next year. But like I said, we're trying to get through the MCU so we can get prepared for Doomsday. And the next on the list, after this, we are jumping back into the MCU Phase 3 for arguably one of the top 5 best MCU movies.
Yeah.
Captain America: Civil War. So we next year there'll be more summertime. The only reason we would have talked about another summertime movie, but we're throwing this in there because there were supposed to be 3 Friday the 13th, and I wanted to put them all out.
And guess what happened?
What happened, Corbett? Tell me again.
Because you fucked it up.
I did. Oh, that was bad. I was aggravated. But all right, thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and we will see you on the next one, which Captain America: Civil War.
On the flip side, peace.